unapologetic and in your face, this is the Crimson News Bulletin. Our first story today concerns sports. That's right, sports. Not just any sports, but college sports. Not just any aspect of college sports, the fair compensation for the players. The NCAA has ruled on October 29th that by 2021, the entire system must have a way to pay their college athletes, who are in fact, and have been for this entire time, workers who need to be compensated for their labor. Now, this pressure has been being put on the organization for years to drag the NCAA, which quite frankly is a near criminal organization, how it racketeers this whole college sports thing. It's been dragged kicking and screaming into the 20th century by numerous activists. Though the changes come late, we salute them, and hopefully they'll fix all the rest of the problems with college sports, because good God, there's so many of them. Our second story concerns the Day of Giving. The Day of Giving has raised nearly $200,000 from nearly 2,000 donors in 24 hours, which is a record-breaking amount. This is a good thing. However, despite this being a very good thing, again, I want to be absolutely clear with that, they're asking students and faculty to give to charity when the Board of Trustees makes presumably a very large salary. You know, we can sort of see what sort of cars they drive, but their salaries sort of closed in secrecy, and yet they're demanding us to give charity when clearly they have the resource to do so. It's an interesting conundrum there. Very interesting. Our final story of the day concerns the recycling situation here on campus. Florida Tech has been fined several thousands of dollars for improper handling of recycling and garbage. In response, said they will be designing a more intuitive recycling system, which is weird because I didn't think Florida's premier STEM university would need a crack team of scientists to design a decent way to recycle bottles and plastic bags, but okay, sure. For more, you can turn to a piece from the street.
I think they're plentiful enough. The bottles and cans bins, there's two outside of Clemente right there. In this area, it seems to be plentiful. I could see how there needs to be more in dorm regions.
There's nowhere to recycle any kind of plastics or glass. There's only cardboard, and
I think that lines up pretty well. Yeah. I don't live on campus, so.
I know CV's was really bad last year. I lived in CV, and Harris is just as bad.
Brownlee, the only recycling bins are outside.
Yeah, they had one in CV. They had one little bitty, the normal trash can for plastics in CV, and it was always overflowing. In Harris, they don't have anything.
I'd like to thank everyone for participating in those interviews, because this is the last episode of the Crimson News Bulletin for this semester. We'll be back in January with even more news juice, but for me, it's time for me to go back in my box. Okay, now be gentle, guys. Gentle.